Here we are again, America. Deer Hunter DVM coming back at you again. December 17th. We are most assuredly in the late season. As you see, we've had a couple of snowfalls here in southeastern Illinois, and we'll talk real quick about some late season strategy and tactics. Confession, I'll tell on myself. I missed a good buck. I missed a good buck on Friday at muzzleloader season using a late season tactic. I don't know what happened, man. I botched the shot. My trigger pull was trash. It was garbage. 125, 140 yard shot with a muzzleloader. Just blew it. Absolutely blew it. I'm going to take steps so it won't happen again. It's my own fault. No excuses. Just totally blew it. On the positive, I've seen him again. It didn't bother him. His patterns look like they're pretty repeatable. So we're gonna go back in. And I don't know that to be true, but the way I can approach his core, it's doable 10 times out of 10. The tactic I was using there on that buck is simple. Crowd a food source that has bedding right adjacent to it, and it worked like a charm. So I saw him. So last weekend I hunted, we have a 3-day season. I hunted 3 days. I saw him 2 out of 3 days. He was there bedded twice and came out to feed twice. So I'm close there. Late season tactics. Let's talk about that real quick. Deer are tired, deer are recovering, deer are metabolically challenged right now. They have spent the last month running their body fat off, and now all of a sudden becomes the hardest 3 months to live outdoors. We're talking December, January, and February. We're talking winter. We're talking the hard stuff. So the absolute strategy that you absolutely should employ, it's not even a guess, it's not even a gamble, it's absolute in most cases, is food sources. You need to abandon dose-centric strategy that you had during the rut, and you need to dive into food sources. You need to start looking at transitions from thermal cover, where they can stay warm and bedded, to a food source, especially when those areas of cover are close to those food sources. So Mr. Big doesn't have to burn a bunch of energy walking 2 miles between food sources. Now they will do it. They will walk and travel for food if they have to, but they prefer not. So the buck that I whiffed on, he was bedded 50, 60 yards from the edge of a cornstalk field and was feeding in it. So again, I've seen him twice in it. So but I key in on those places. Here's the main tip with this that I find works best for me during late season. Sit back and observe. Scout more than you hunt. Sit back, observe those food sources, and don't just, if you locate a target buck, don't just say you're scouting long range and you see him one time. Don't wait. Don't dive in on that one piece of intel quite yet. When it becomes repeatable and you're seeing him 2 and 3 times, then go in, get him killed. Another strategy, just simply blanket a known food source area with some trail cameras and pull them for after a week, 10 days, and see what you got. I'm doing that on a standing bean field down here in this county. It should make for some interesting late season hunts. So again, sit back, observe, see if you can find who you're after, and if it's repeatable, make the move and strike. Now, you got to be careful during late season right now when it comes to bedding proximity of where they like to live and where they like to feed. You got to be careful. So you got to make sure that you can get in and out of those selected areas without scattering them and blowing them off that edge. Because sometimes those bucks are bedded within, again, 50, 60 yards of that timber or that food source. So those are just some late season musings. Stay after it. If you've got a buck tag in your pocket, keep going. I should be tagged out, but I made a mistake. Big mistake, like an idiot, and I'm paying for it. But got about a month of season left. We're going to get back after it and stay with it. So good luck everyone out there in the wintertime. Stay busy.